Okay, it looks like everything's good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Yep. I hear noises. I hear things happening. Why is this not letting me change there for a second? That was weird. I forgot I have to hit A. Okay, we are currently live. We are streaming. It's Luigi's Mansion. It should be called Luigi's Mansion. Hidden Mansion difficulty, A rank. Everything should be in proper place. Let me see something real quick. I made 3 separate Hidden Mansion files, just in the off chance that something were to fuck up. You know how it is with things. So the cool part about Hidden Mansion is you can just kind of start it right away. Whenever you beat the game, you can just kind of just go right into it. It's really nice. Now, you still do have to do just about everything you had to do beforehand, such as, well, you know, the typical Luigi's Mansion stuff, but for the most part, yeah, we're also, of course, as you can no doubt tell, we are playing this via the Switch 2. So, I will be using that to my advantage. Yes, I have a really fucking badass Samus profile pic from Dread. I still absolutely love it. And Samus is one of the biggest ore farmers that I can think of. Of course, you know, Piccolo's probably a bigger one, but point still stands that I think that she's a huge ore farmer. And I fucking love that. I got to think about that just like today when I was thinking about Prime 4 again. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to say that she looked really cool in the game, okay? She looked cool in the game. But that's actually pretty typical for Samus to do. It's not something hard that she has a problem with ever. Every time that she has a, like, any suit that she wears is just like, oh my god, you look amazing in that. Like, that looks really fucking cool. And Dread, you know, in my opinion, still has, like, one of the best looking designed suits. I had a really good thumbnail that was already, like, generated. You know, the auto-generation thing for YouTube, for Metroid Prime. And I should have used that as, like, the main thumbnail, but I couldn't figure out where it was. I have a good guess of where it is now. And I changed it to the, when you get the Various suit. Don't get me wrong, the Various suit is pretty iconic, especially for Prime. But that original shot that I had going on was really sick, though. And I'm like, fuck, that looks cool. Fuck, I like these games a lot. Alright, one way you can tell I'm playing Hidden Mansion is because I had that little star next to my Game Boy Horror. One of my buddies was talking about, the Lego Game Boy. And, I remember seeing it somewhere, either online or in store, I forget, and it's like, goddamn. It is a pretty sick idea, though, like, not gonna lie. Like, I'm not huge into Legos, but every once in a while, it is kind of tempting. It's like, goddamn it. I mean, building Legos can be pretty fun. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that, yeah. My other problem, too, is I don't really have anywhere I want to put it. I got a bunch of just shit down here already that, I don't know, takes up everything else. Speedy Ghost in here. You kind of need him for A rank reasons. So Hidden Mansion also, okay, the attributes of Hidden Mansion, at least in terms of, we're playing the US version because I do actually plan on doing the PAL version at some point. It actually is harder. I have played it. It is harder. Oh yeah, C-Stick's a thing. So Hidden Mansion rules are essentially, as far as I'm aware, enemies take more damage from your vacuum. They're easier to suck up, but they also do more damage to you in return. It is sort of a heaven and hell situation from like DMC if you really want to think that. And we'll get the Toad later because, I mean, come on. There's no need for him. Not only that, but if I'm going to go water the plants, I'm going to wait to probably get Toad for that. But yeah, Heaven or Hell type thing from DMC if you're familiar with that. Basically, in Heaven or Hell, not Hell in Hell, but Heaven or Hell mode. You will die in one hit, but enemies also die in one hit, and getting an S rank is seemingly stupidly difficult. Bro, I probably could have skipped that whole... Do you see that? Do you see how far I get there? What if you can skip this interaction by holding the vacuum down? I'll have to check at some other point because it's too late now. I actually like Area 1 up until Chauncey. I think that's... I don't like the Chauncey fight. I don't like most of the main boss fights, to be fair. Bogmire takes a while to fight. Bulos says, well... You already know. Oh yeah, be careful about the chair here. Because there is a speedy ghost in it. So I may save state every now and then if I know there's a speedy and I don't trust myself with getting it. Yes, you can come back and pick him up later, but just in the off chance, I'm going to go ahead and just remake a save. Because why not? If you're wondering, why were there save states on this sumbitch anyway? Were you doing something already? Well, yes and no. I was... At least for the... I was trying the PAL version. I was testing that stuff out for like gold ghosts. Gold portraits. I was thinking about doing a run of that. And I'm thinking about doing on the PAL one too, actually. Maybe. I might do US for gold portrait. But I definitely want to do the PAL Hidden Mansion difficulty, no doubt, sometime like next year. To look forward to that. There's a chance I probably will do it if I remember to do it. What was I trying to say here? Oh yeah, I was doing like a co-op Let's Play on my friend's channel. It is finished. We did beat it in like one sitting, so. And to be fair, it is Luigi's Mansion. It's not that hard to beat in one sitting. We will definitely probably most likely come back here for that. Plant. You don't need every little inch and bit of money. I mean, because eventually the coins just... The coins help, you know, the dollars help. They all do help a lot, sure, but... What you're really trying to aim for are like pearls and the 2 gold diamonds and the ruby, sapphire, and emeralds. Those are what's going to be your big bang for your buck. For those that are not familiar with Luigi's Mansion, if you're looking to get gold portraits, which is essentially the highest ranking portrait for a ghost capture, the main ghosts, the ones we just took down, the 2 we just took down, if you get them down to about 10 health, you've gotten a gold. If you let go around like 9 through 1, then it should still count as a gold portrait. And the benefit of getting gold portraits, though, is not the portrait itself, unless you're going for the run, but instead, the benefit of the portraits themselves is the simple fact that you get these big pearls that will appear. Like, pearls will appear normally on the boss when you're sucking them up, but when you're fighting them for a long time, bigger pearls will appear, thus, of course, rewarding you with more money. And if you get the biggest pearl to appear, you know for a fact that you got the gold portrait, and you're pretty much clean. Damage does not count toward gold portraits for regular boss ghosts. However, for big boss ghosts, such as, or area boss ghosts, area bosses, whatever you want to call them, Chauncey right here, for example, is an area boss, meaning that if we take more than 10 bits of damage in this fight, we lose out on the gold portrait. Now, I don't remember if Hidden Mansion, the US version, changes up Chauncey's fight or not. It doesn't look like it does. As far as I know, Luigi's Mansion, Hidden Mansion doesn't change anything US-wise. But my god... Just gonna say this right now, PAL version though, I'll be saving on Boss Ghost just to save trouble. I should still be fine. If I have to yeah, I'm gonna have to reset that. I don't want to have to. It's not that I'm not mad that I took a hit. It's just like I have to wait for Chauncey to do her, or to do his fucking dumbass little things again. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to waste time fighting these little bastards. Yeah, it seems like Hid Mansion is pretty piss easy. I used to think, because I think I was told a while back, or at least under the impression, that boss ghost gold portraits were based around not taking, not damage, but I used to think it was based on how many times you're allowed to suck up a boss ghost. Like, I thought, like, oh, if you can't suck him up within more than 3 sucks, then it's over with. And that turns out to be not the case. It doesn't matter if I get all the big pearls. It doesn't matter if I get gold portraits or not. We got him in 2 sucks because Hidden Mansion is just brutal like that. Now, do keep in mind that the way that Hidden Mansion does work is it's something that you do have to select. It's something you have to select when you do come back to Egad's lab. And the cool part about this game, technically speaking, is that you can also play the regular mansion kind of, sort of, alongside the Hidden Mansion. Unless if you wanted to save on a different save file, that'd probably be the way to do it. But you do have access to the original mansion, and sometimes I end up kind of screwing that up, forgetting that, oh yeah, I was supposed to select Hidden Mansion, and it would have worked just fine. Another thing that people might be wondering is, why even bother with this game to begin with? I mean, if Hidden Mansion is just so damn easy, why would you even consider doing a guide of it in the first place? Well, that's a good question, but why not? It didn't need one, no, but it's a fun little run, you know, A rank. I can at least show off where some treasure is, that sort of thing. I guess that's probably the best benefit of the guide, if people need help with, like, certain boss ghosts, or, you know, maybe some certain tricks and tips that people might not know about back then. But everybody knows now because it's Luigi's Mansion. I mean, it's kind of easy to figure this stuff out. Because it's all relatively pretty well known by now. But, I don't know. You know, it just, like I said, why not? But funny enough, I will admit, though, the PAL version, that actually, I'm not lying to you guys. That one does have some strength to it. PAL version not only mirrors the mansion itself, which is not necessarily the difficult part. It's a little weird at first, but you do kind of get used to it pretty quick. Not only is that mirrored, but they spawn harder ghosts at the very beginning of the game. They do a thing that a lot of Japanese devs do, which is giving you enemies that you fight later. You get to fight them alongside your fun little crew of little bastards in the early game too, which is awesome and exciting. I'm not kidding. I can show off probably a little bit of it if we don't run out of too much time here, or if we don't get too crazy on time. My plan is to hopefully beat this within at least maybe 3.5 to 4 hours, but that depends on what the game's going to give me. This should go to the right room, right? Yep, okay. I think the bathroom's open, like both of them are. No. No, about to say Toad. Egad has to tell us. God. He has to tell us that that room is currently open. I've mentioned this before, but I will be getting all the boos. I don't know if boo strength is changed or not. I don't remember if it's changed in Hidden Mansion. As in, I don't remember if it's faster to collect them in this difficulty or not. Oh, for fucking crying out loud. But there is one way to find out. Luckily, these shy guys don't actually come out after us and attack us. You fucking serious? Yeah, health does not matter. Also, before a boss ghost, I don't think it matters if you have a certain amount of health or not. Because I think it's damage based. As in, if you take more than 10 damage, it counts against you. Oh yeah, now they're going to start attacking because I fucked up their dance. It would have been nice if I caught 2 at once, because then I could... Oh, well, that works. I want to get that little bit of health back. I like having a little bit of just the 100 health to make sure that I know if I happen to take any damage in a boss ghost fight. You know, I can know for a fact that I'm still good. Okay, that should be all the Shy Guys. It is. I forget these guys' names, but this part's a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. Just because having to wait around just sucks. That's all. But luckily, once again, since we're on Hidden Mansion, this should be an easy catch. We got our big pearl drop, and nice. The other benefit about Hidden Mansion, too, is because ghosts themselves will tend to drop like just regular family ghosts, not the big boss ones, area bosses, but regular boss ghosts. They'll tend to drop a poison mushroom, I think, every... It only happens once in a single cycle, but they tend to drop it around, I don't know, what, 40 or 50 health or something like that. Speedy in here, that's why I'm saving. Should be actually the chair, I think. Will benefit if I take out the pinky. The speeds are annoying because of how fast they are, obviously. Not all of them are needed, but it's definitely beneficial if you get most of them. And they're pretty easy to stun, thank God. If they weren't, that would suck so much balls. But thank God for save states now, huh? Motherfucker, die. By the way, I'm still not 100% sure exactly how the C-stick is supposed to affect much. Like, I'm not really the best at vacuuming still, which is annoying because I never really learned the full ropes on how to get this well. Oh yeah, by the way, if enemies start to pull you, if you're trying to suck up more than one enemy, and sometimes they'll start to pull you, you will take damage, like little miniature damage. Of course, taking damage also means you lose a little bit of gold, and that's not sufficient. Although the little bits of gold that we do lose, the small amounts of like just coins, they're not going to affect much. I would assume that you could probably get this entire game without collecting just regular gold coins and probably be fine. However, I forget, I think if I'm not mistaken, the PAL version actually has an updated A rank. I forget the exact score that this game has. I want to say it's 1,000,000. It's either 1,500,000 or it's just 1,000,000 on its own, and then PAL is like 1,500,000. But it's a lot tighter in the PAL version from what I've heard. I've not actually beaten the PAL version yet, so I don't know. I know the things that I do know, but I don't know for sure about the main cost. Right now, we can only get about maybe, 7 boos? And I will save probably every boo-ish. It doesn't really matter if you save or not, because the funny thing is, the surprising thing is, I will say though, is that, Switch 2 actually runs really well in terms of loading times. It really does a good job at that. Alright, here we go. Everybody's favorite conundrum. You need at least, 5 in order to get access to the next area? Something like that. You need 5 boos for now. Such as the game demands of you. Wow, he actually was under that for once. I was doing the boo trick for the most of this, which is basically just holding down the shoot button, not the suck. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll save when I want, basically. Oh, we might have gotten lucky there almost. So if you hold down like the spray function and you hold down the suck function and you let go of the suck every like 10 points of health ish, like every second or so, it makes boo collecting pretty easy. Yeah, see how much faster that is? Which is funny because like I was playing Dread the other day and it still takes a bit of time to load, which is really annoying and really upsetting that didn't get fixed. But I wonder if they probably thought like, oh, well, who cares about fixing it? Or some people might think like, oh, it doesn't fucking matter because, I mean, you know, it's still pretty cool watching Samus go down the elevator. I guess, but, you know, that goes away after a while. The feeling of just wanting to sit there, you know, I want to play the game. Dread is something that I can still see Samus, you know, in person, so I can still see her character. I can still admire her aura. All things considered. So, twins room right there. By the way, I think Luigi looks at fake doors, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how you know. That's another way to kind of tell if it's a fake door or not. Listen to me explaining Luigi's Mansion like nobody's ever heard of this game before. But this is a cult classic. Can you imagine a world where that was the case? Where Luigi's Mansion ended up being... I mean, I guess... Maybe it is technically a cult classic, but... I think it's more than a cult classic, honestly. I think it's pretty well regarded. I mean, it's got 3 goddamn games. I would assume at that point that's probably a good sign that, yeah, your game did a pretty good job. Or is it more of a cult following because people probably don't play it as much? Well, then again, the people that are probably playing are people like me. Speedrunners, older folk, you know, people who just already like Luigi's Mansion as is. You know, so... Good news is, the teleport action does not require you to have the mirror in the foyer unlocked anyway. As in, I say unlocked, but it's just more so, the little curtain thing knocked down. If you do miss a boo, that's fine. Because I think you can save the game and just reset the game, and the boo will reappear. I'm having a hard time just fucking doing this trick. He's gone. If he does not go back into the right room, I'm basically fucked for a little while. Okay, we're good. See? Yeah, the trick thing, though, is, like, you kind of have to... You do have to suck him up first. I'm back. Okay, Okay, we can get 8 boos. I lied. I was close. I'm sorry. I miscounted the amount of rooms. I thought that was another boo for a second. I'm like, what the fuck? We didn't fuck up already. But yeah, it doesn't matter which direction you go first because all 3 directions I could have took to get boos actually had a mirror involved. And also, I think there's, no, there's not. But I do actually really like how these rooms are 3D. Like, they're kind of built in like a 3D-ish way. Making it, because, I mean, you only see it from, like, this one specific plane. And it's just really neat. There's no reason to talk to Toad here. You get nothing from it. That's Madame Clairvoyant's. You get nothing from this, but hey. Yeah, we're going to go to Madame Clairvoyant, and we're going to go get the unlock for fire. Also, there's no booze. Usually there's no booze inside of bathrooms. I guess the areas are too small for them to hide in. Because they like to find places that are much more bigger with a lot more stuff. So there's a cheese behind Madame Clairvoyant's thingy here. So I'm going to back up a little bit. Oh yeah, every hallway has a 25% chance or 20% chance for a golden mouse to appear. I do not think the Hidden Mansion affects that one bit. You'll have to listen for a little chime that basically tells you that one did show up, but my TV's kind of quiet, so if I don't hear it, I apologize, but if you see a mouse scurry across the screen, you'll know for a damn sure that you got one to spawn. The tea room, I think, can also... I think some rooms that have a cheese may have that percentage chance to spawn too. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly where all the mice spawn, dead offhand. I have a good idea where all the cheese is at, but that does not mean I know where all the 20% chances are besides just regular hallways. So if I don't end up getting any, or I miss some, well, I'll just have to eat shit. And the thing is with this game, though, is if you happen to miss ghosts, you have one last chance to get them. So I'll probably make a save state around the fuse, the blackout section. I'll make another save state in the off chance that, like, if I need to go back and reuse it for whatever means. Okay, that's done. Let's get the boring fucking long talk shit out of the way real quick. Fire is, as far as I know, not optional. I think we need it in order to progress. But Mr. Lums is an optional ghost, so not like you need him. You don't need fire from him anyway. We're probably not gonna get him one go. He's just too damn hard. I don't know what exactly it is that makes him, like, why ghosts will break off a lot easier. I've always been under the assumption that they break off because there's objects that they run into, but I could be wrong. It always felt like that's the case. But then again, like I said, I could be wrong. And then for Madame Clairvoyant, we're just going to come back and just get her done later. I'm not going to worry about doing her shit just yet. So, by the way, the problem with the Switch version, though, is you cannot do the lightly tap maneuver that you could back in the GameCube one, because this does not have pressure-sensitive buttons anymore. I don't know if the GameCube Switch controller has that functionality or not. I don't know. I will worry about Mr. Shivers in just a second. I'm not going to go catch him just yet, for reasons to be told later. For starters, this fucking room has ghosty goos in it. There's no cheese, no blue, no speedy ghosts that I know of. We got the hat. The reason why it's easier just to talk to Madame Clairvoyant after is because you have to light the crystal ball every single time you talk to her, and it's really annoying, so I'm going to save it for later. And I think there's actually a cheese in Shivers' room over here. I think so. Memory serves correct. By the way, for those that don't know about Luigi's Mansion, you can use the fire and you can use the elements to defeat Ghost, regular Ghost, if you so wish. And you'll know this is an optional room or not if they give you a treasure chest instead of just a regular chest. But we are forced to do every single room because I need every fucking boo. Okay, that's not true. We don't need every single room, but I do need every single boo, basically, just in order to make sure I damn well get that godforsaken second gold diamond thingy. Ugh, you fucking motherfucker. There is fire in here, so if you want to collect that, you can. There is also, right in here, a sapphire. Makes me want to play some Pokemon right about now, don't it? I get my health back at some point. I thought there was a cheese. I don't think there is. But there is a mouse hole, though. That is something. Right next to the TP. And yep, just my luck, I still get hit to this day. And I just ate shit right there. I don't think there's any blue ghost in here, though. I think that's much later that happens. There could be a blue ghost in the fuse section, though. The blackout, it might be. Or I think I'm thinking of the other treasure room then. But each one of these chests will have either money or it will have a ghost. So be on the lookout for that. That actually might be where because like nothing appeared from it, so there's a chance that a blue ghost might come into play here. So if I do remember to go do this, I always could. It's just a matter of remembering. That's the first problem. I'll try lighting all the candles, see if that does anything at all. I was gonna say, I don't think so. These guys you do need fire for. The way to kill them is the fire. At least burning off their ice element. Perfect. And done. Room finished with, of course, a boo to find. Because of course it does. Little bastard could be anywhere. The good news about the boo hunting thing is, like, yes, 50 sounds like a lot, and, you know, on paper it really truly is, because, I mean, that's 50 frickin' boos, and they also tend to get a lot of... Okay. Boos do tend to have that annoying thing where they start to get more health the later in the game you go, and that's really irritating, so... Try to get the Gemeralds last. Because this is real time, believe it or not. Even though the game is completely frozen, this is real time. At least in terms of money. Money will actually disappear in real time. I could have sworn there's a fucking cheese in here. I guess not. Where am I getting that thought from? I don't know. I have no idea. Alright. Now it's time for our ghost. And pretty soon, we're almost to the area boss as well. Shivers takes a long time to get his ass to the room, though, which is really annoying. Also, did I just hear a mouse spawn? They usually spawn like right here in the center. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. I think the noise was just from me. You know, it's like Metroid, where if you finish something, or like Zelda, where you finish something and the game tells you, "Hey, you finished it," by giving a little jingle. It was really nice of them. By the way, no, you cannot suck up everybody here and get the hallway complete. Hallways are completed by essentially finishing up just the area in general. Don't worry, you will not take damage from him if you run into him, but this part's going to be a little annoying because of all the damn ice. And we got it. Nice. And no poison mushroom either. We haven't had a single poison mushroom spawn. We must be killing so fast that the game just can't keep up. Or they got rid of it. One of the two. Like, I am in the hidden mansion for sure. I know for a fact. The game says so right there on the side. So I'm not trying to lie to you guys. Even then, even if it's not a hidden mansion, I'm still getting A rank. Which is kind of the sole purpose of this entire thing, regardless. Oh, we go to Melody now, right? I thought it was Bogmire first. Looks like no. Looks like Melody it is. Well, that sucks. And yes, I will also be getting every single ghost. But yeah, so the boo counter thing. Even though there are 50, it is perfectly fine. It's no big deal because Boo losses counts as 15. Which chops that shit down to like... It's like what, a fourth of what we need? There should be no... There should be no blue ghost in here. Not unless blackout makes them appear. I mean, I could look it up. That's always water. When I was a kid, I thought that she actually would change the options. She never does. Yeah, there's no blue ghost, there's no mice. I mean, there could always be a percentage chance of one to spawn, but I don't think so. Now, if you think this is too easy, just go play PAL, which is now accessible on the GameCube service. Unless you have a way to play PAL in general or whatever, you know, whatever way you have. But just letting you know right now, it is available here on the NSO. I know people hate NSO, I don't blame them, but... For me, it's like, it's $50 a year, I don't mind too much. It's a lot cheaper than other options. And I play a lot of retro stuff anyway, so for me, it's kind of not a bad ordeal. I mean, yeah, I tend to own a lot of retro stuff too, and I have ways to play retro things regardless. I don't have everything on fucking NSO, but it is nice to have. Just easy way for me to kind of just play a few things here and there, or get the chance to whip it out. As in, like, I could just go play Luigi's Mansion right now on the GameCube. I chose not to. I'm going to suck this up real fast just because it's going to get in the way. I just know it. There is a mouse in here, and there should, I think, also be a speedy ghost. So we'll get that mouse real fast. It's supposed to be, I thought. That's where the speedy's at. The speedy spirit, as they're called. Where's that fucking mouse? I thought there was one. There it is. Little bastard hiding from me. Also, now it's gotten kind of nice and warm in here. Good. Speedrunners tend to try to, like, make sure they grab ghosts at a certain corner or whatever. So that way, whenever they happen to, well, suck them up, they drop the money, you know, in a safe spot. That way they can pick it up easy and pick it up quick. Unlike this, where I just completely have it all spread out. But see how the money is still floating even though we collect the gems? That's just what it does. Mr. Lums, completely optional, but we are going to finish him off. Now, you do not need to kill the butlers. You don't need to suck them up. You can easily just do this if you miss them. But it's beneficial you suck them up just because of how annoying they are. It's not their fault that they're annoying. They just have to serve this fat fuck for all eternity. And I don't think that burning them is a viable option, but yes, you can do that across the table to get them to disappear. Now, Mr. Lump's time. I'm gonna save state on him to see if, like, once he gets tired, I'm gonna save state. However, when I'm doing gold portrait runs, I'll probably save state the room beforehand, rather than just before I fight the ghost itself. That's annoying that... Well, I might not, who knows. I really don't think anybody gives a shit, but you'd be surprised. I'm sure someone probably gives a shit. You're not actually doing it for real, you're cheating. You're not doing it on original GameCube hardware, that's cheating. I wouldn't really call it cheating. Technically speaking, rewind feature is usually considered cheating, but... I don't know. Mr. Lums in one go, hooray. That's his name, right? Motherfucker, I'm trying to look. It's not... Mr. Lugs, not Mr. Lums. Sorry. Who's Mr. Lums? That sounds familiar. It's not a Simpsons guy, is it? Bitch is probably on the... There's actually two ghosts in here. Two boos in here, I think, because... I'm pretty sure I missed one earlier. I hate when they spawn that fucking stupid ball, though. Not because it's like, oh, I hate when they tease me. It's just... Oh, no, I got him to... Okay, that's right. We're fine. And this is, of course, optional, so which means we're going to get optional money. But for the sake of the run, this is not optional anymore. God, I want to play Silent Hill for some reason. I don't know why I get this overwhelming feeling of playing Silent Hill 2. I was most likely probably playing Silent Hill 2 again while I was doing Luigi's Mansion for whatever reason. Either... I don't think it was a guide I was doing. I think it was something else. It might have been like a co-op thing or just playing on my own. I forgot there was a speeding in there, but there you go. That doth knock out a couple of good rounding rouses of stuff. Hate when they grab onto shit that I don't want. Yeah, see, even though we lost a couple of little coins, it's completely okay. There's a poison mushroom. Of course there is. God, these things suck dick. For the fridge, you kind of want to open it with your vacuum, though. There should be only one ghost in here, or at least maybe two. One it is. But there's at least a couple boos. Yeah, the fridge, I think, does knock into you. There's our room boo. Boop. I wish they brought back the boos. Luigi's Mansion 4 needs to come full fucking circle. It needs to do everything that each game has done really well. And this game, atmosphere. Atmosphere. Like the boos, the boss ghost, which they did bring back in 3, kind of. Not the boos, but the boss ghost type thing. Technically. Oh, there's still one more last guy in here, huh? They did bring it back in 3, kind of, but it wasn't enough. They only did it like a couple of times. It wasn't like every ghost you fought was, you know, a family of ghosts, so to speak. I don't know, I think the idea of having like another family of ghosts to collect would be kind of cool. I say collect, but you know what I mean. It's essentially what it is, and bring back boos. We got 15 now. Holy hot damn. We're kicking ass. The good news is, we now have access to water. I'm going to do a few things before I get started. Before I get too carried away. I'm going to waste a little bit of time. I know, this is probably really annoying. But just because it's going to get annoying later, I'm going to find everything I can think of that would have, as long as I know now, would have access to water things. Of course, the plant outside being one. I will not teleport from her room. I will instead teleport from the uncle's room, the closet. We're going to run back the top floor here. I don't dead offhand know exactly where every little plant is. I want to say there might be one in the butler's area. But I don't know. These are, in my opinion, kind of important to get for a run like this. The rooftop, especially. But the most obvious one that you should definitely strive to get, no doubt, without any questions, is going to be the plant. That is almost non-negotiable. You're going to have to get that one for an A rank. And I guess because I'm a nice guy, I'll help out Toad. Because why not? I mean, you know, I don't want to leave a Toad crying around, you know. Yeah, we'll fix the mansion. Eventually he'll go back to normal, but... Alright. I guess I could check the butler area just in the off chance, just out of my own curiosity to see if maybe potentially. Also, I think water does not affect... Yeah, it's only fire that does. Well, there could have been plants actually inside the treasure room too, right? No. Don't think so. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. Well, it was worth a shot. Alright, now on to Bogmire. Or first and foremost, Sparky, I think his name is. The big gay dog. Oh, man. Well, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and water the plant because it'll be the smart thing to do. I don't think watering the dog does anything, though, but hey, it works. And then we'll have to deal with Mr. Bones, who actually has a name for him. I mean, most of the ghosts, the regular ghosts, have names, but still. I was going to say, like, can you even read the sign? But then you probably could use the Game Boy Horror to find out. Also, 2 area ghosts within like an hour is pretty good progress, I'd say. Alright, there's Mr. Bones. How do I know his name? Because he says it. And there you go. Why is he giving me so much shit all of a sudden? What the fuck? You see that? That was very odd. And yeah, he does not drop any sort of money whatsoever. Except for the money that he did drop from getting sucked in. To your right, I think is a ruby. Yes, perfect. So make sure you grab that, because these are very expensive things to grab. Don't waste the health. I think it's this tombstone. Nope, that's the big one. Shit. It was this one. Whoa. And we already took damage. Awesome. I got it back, but I'm trying not to take damage. If I take any more damage, I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to save state just in case I take extra damage for no reason. These don't count toward the boss ghost itself, but also I think we're gonna lose out on the fucking shit anyway. Why not just... You motherfuckers. There should be more health in here somewhere, I think. I hope. We're not stuck though, don't worry. You don't... As long as you don't interact with the tombstone itself, you should be fine. Sorry, I have my charger plugged in. It's fucking knocking on my desk because that's just what it does. Because God forbid it can't touch anything else. Alright. We're safe for now. But now we're going to fight Bogmire, which is not one of my favorite ghosts ever. To be fair, none of the boss ghosts really are my favorite, except for probably just Bowser at this point. Like, Chauncey's okay. Chauncey's not really even a hard fight. Not that it would be a bad fight if it was hard. It's just that it's one of those ones where it's like, it's not tedious. Chauncey just is, for what it's worth, a very normal boss. Like, there's nothing about Chauncey that's like, wow. What a crazy gimmick that guy has, you know? But then Bogmire has this weird depth perception thing, and then... Already off to a good start, and I got him in one cycle. I think that deserves a clap, a slap, and a map to find the next boss ghost. That gets 3 snaps in a circle. But yeah, boy oh boy. Hot damn. 50 minutes, 49 minutes in, technically. 50 minutes in, and I sucked Bogmire in one go. What's funny is my mom likes Luigi's Mansion. She plays it every once in a while. She still does. And it's so tempting to tell her about Hidden Mansion, but I just know for a fact that, one, she's not going to know how to get to it. And even if I did tell her how to get to it, she's going to forget how to get to it. If she was to go back. Because, like, you have to go select Hidden Mansion to get to it. I mean, there's a possible chance that she might do it. But I don't know if it would be very even remotely interesting to her whatsoever. Like if I told her like, oh, well, it's a difficulty mode that makes it to where enemies do more damage, but you also suck them up more. Because you see, the thing is, you gotta, if you're gonna tell somebody about something cool like that, you kind of have to tell them in a certain way. You can't tell them like, oh, well, you suck up better, but there is the unfortunate thing that even though you suck up enemies faster, enemies do more damage. If you tell somebody like that, they're probably gonna be like, well, I don't want to play that shit then. But if you tell them like, enemies do more damage because it's technically a harder difficulty, but you suck up much faster. See? I use my brain power here. I'm using my brain power here. It's not like tricking them into getting into it. It's just like that's, I don't know, just seems to be kind of a thing that people like to hear. You know, they like to hear bad news first, good news last, right? So tell them that if you want to get them into Hidden Mansion. Only problem is you have to select Hidden Mansion every time you go back to Egad's lab, which sucks. You have to remember to do it. It's not a big deal, but it's one of those things that just, it's kind of a little bit annoying. Also, fun fact, there's going to be a dust counter for this game. I don't think it had any effect on anything whatsoever, besides the fact that it just tells you, like, hey, you collected a lot of dust. But yeah, I could also tell her, like, I got Bogmire in one cycle. Well, in one suck. Because she wouldn't know what a cycle is, most likely. Just the regular term offhand, like, huh? And then I'd say, oh, I just sucked them up one time. I'm like, oh, okay. I should probably get the money last because these guys are going to attack me consistently, and that's going to suck. Alright, I'll do that in a second. It took me forever, like ages, to find out that, yes, you can, in fact, get this room to light up. It took me a considerably long time through life to figure that one out. Because it didn't make any sense, like, you do actually get a chest from it, though, if you do it. So this is one of those few times where it actually does really work out in your benefit to do something like this. Not all plants have money. There's still one left I have to do. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I'm not that forgetful. God damn. Also, I think like about every tree or so has a ghost. I got one of them. What the hell with that? I want the money. Now, even though I'm a nice guy to certain toads, this is one of the toads that I actually don't really care about. Yeah, he means nothing to me. He's a waste of my time. Because why would I spend the time opening the fucking door to talk to him? Let him be. He'll figure it out. Fuck him. Yeah, no big gym or anything like that. No jewel, whatever. Nothing big, unfortunately. But hey, we got rid of the little bastards. What's funny is because, like, the reason why I thought that this room would not be lit up is because I thought this was like a hallway type room, you know, where it's like, oh, well, you'll light it up when the game tells you can. I don't think there's cheese, though. I hope there's not. I don't think so. Watch, there actually probably was. Well, cheese does still appear, I think, even outside of things. I believe so. I wish you could jump down this, but you can't. You gotta wait for Luigi to do his thing. And this is yet another case of another room that's mandatory for you to finish. I also like how Luigi is breathing. Like you can see his breath, I mean. Yeah, he's breathing. I like that. No. I like the idea that he's got the cold breath because it signifies that there are ghosts nearby. That's the way to kind of tell sometimes, you know. It's just a nice little, like, attention to detail. And, of course, he stops doing that whenever it's fine. I wonder if the game Boo Horror tells them that there are ghosts just by default, or is it just for Boos only? Yeah, if you want to get the... Alright, fine, I'll save him this one time. And he tells you a little fun secret. Of, hey, guess what? You can collect stuff. Such as items for Mario that he brought along with him. 5 to be specific. One of these cyclist thingies have one of these machines has a speedy, what I'm trying to say. Looks like one of the bike machines though, it's kinda hard to tell. So Biff Atlas fucking blows. But you can completely skip him if you so choose. He's not mandatory in any way, shape, or form. But of course, alas, there is a Boo within this realm. Within this room, I should say. There is actually a Boo here, so we should probably worry about getting that instead of worrying about him. Biff is annoying because he just flies around and you only get like a couple chances to hit him. At least 3. You do kind of have to aim it a little bit, though. And also the fucking goddamn... the goddamn weight gets in the way. Yeah, I fucked that up. That's okay. We got silver. We got silver eyes, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm not doing a gold portrait run, now am I? No, in fact, I'm doing a regular run-of-the-mill run. I'm just trying to collect ghosts. So if you're wondering, like, wow, you're 2 area ghosts down. How is this going to take you 4 hours, predicted 4 hours to beat this? Well, my good friends. Boos. That's why. That's why it's going to take 4 hours. You try hunting down, what is it, 5 or 6 Boos that have 300 health? Not to mention the other 6 or 7 that have like 100 or 200-ish, give or take. Yeah, that's why getting that key is important, ladies and gentlemen, as well, because goddamn, I would suffer without it. The good news is, if a Boo changes rooms, he does not respawn other objects, other Boo objects. So whatever object he's hiding in itself is a clear factoid that, yep, that's definitely a Boo. So far, so good, though. Next up, of course, is Boolossus. Luckily, Boolossus gold portrait's the same as any other boss ghost. Area ghost, whatever the fuck. It's the same thing with those regardless, because it's cool like that. Can we go in here yet? We can do almost everything in this area. We don't need ice just yet, but it is important to get now. Okay, so I'm going to make this as easy as I can. I think that there's a 20% chance for a gold mouse to appear in here. I'm probably not going to worry too hard about the trying to get him to appear, though. Instead, I'm going to worry about everything else. I usually say take out, like, what, you know what? Okay, let's try it out. But I have no idea how that 20% chance works. I don't know. Does it work based on... Does it work based on me entering and exiting a room every time? Or is it just more so... You know. I don't know. Also, well, that sucks. That's not good at all. Fucking hate this room, dude. Fucking hate this room. It's fine, just get the ruby. I lost out on other things, but it's okay. It's these motherfuckers that ruin it. Yeah, like, I don't know if entering the room and exiting every single time would change the percent, like, if that would help or not. I'll try 2 more times, maybe even 3, and if it doesn't spawn... I didn't hear it. Nope. Okay. There it is. Perfect. We have our answers. I could do that for the hallway. If need be. Like, for the fuse, for the blackout, like, hallway number 1, though, I don't know if I'll bother with it. So it doesn't really give you that much money. I don't think there's a speedy. I hope there fucking wasn't. I swear. I'd be pissed if there was. Alright, boo time. Let's just get that out of the way first, because he's going to be really obnoxious. And sometimes they appear in there, too, by the way. Because of course they can. Of course they would. Okay, motherfucker. I don't know where you're hiding at. Because clearly... No, of course. Of course. Well, we're still good on 50 health boosts, which is nice. And we got the double mouse grab, which is also nice. And like I said, in Blackout, I could just go grab the first hallway mouse, except it's extremely dangerous to do that. It's not the most viable thing to do at that time, but it is something you could do. So I should have done it earlier, but oh well. We could try for second hallway, it's fine. At least second hallway is probably a lot easier to get to spawn. And they always spawn in the same places, too. Third hallway, I think, does actually have one, too, but I don't think I've ever caught one in the third hallway that I know of. Okay. The problem is with this mouse, I think it spawns when you walk down here, though. Which is why it's best to do it later. Oops. Rather than, now. Once you get, like, Penelope's room, or whatever the fuck her name was. Little Miss Pee-Pee. Oh, my God. Again, I don't think that eats most of my money. I mean, hell, I barely collect all the money as is. That could be collected, so I think it's fine. Nano's gonna give you some shit, I just know it. And we need this ice for Petunia. So watch out for the fire. Do this in a second. Just because... Alright, here we go. Freeze her ass. And... grab her. She's one of the... She's just like Biff. She's pretty easy to have break off, which is really annoying. Okay, cool. I think she's actually mandatory, too. That should be almost all the pearls. I'm missing one back there, but I always do. This one's just basically cursed. There's not much I can do about it. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, just like a magician. Alright, on to Nana, I guess, because why not? Do not think there's any speedies in here, though, that I know of. There might be some, like, in the Blackout. And I don't think there's any cheese, either. And I don't think there's a mouse spawn, regardless. Because, again, I'm not really sure exactly where every single mouse spawn is located at. Which is something I can easily... There's a speedy. I'm a fucking liar. I always forget that there's one in here. And then by the time I grab it, it's like, God damn, it's too late. I got super lucky that time, though, because I would have easily missed him. I could have come back. I could have come back in the Blackout, of course. Why the fuck would I want to do that? Do not miss any yarn balls or you're screwed. This is one of those times where using a safe state to save yourself the trouble would be actually beneficial. Because fuck this noise. Because fuck doing it over and over again. Got her. And hopefully, got her in one cycle. Looks like that's a yes. Can you imagine if they made a Luigi's Mansion 4 but they gave the boss ghosts, like, as you get through it later, like 300 health? I mean, technically the toy soldier would... The toy soldiers would probably... And the twins would be the first time we get a 200 and a 300 health bar, if you think about it. If you were to stretch it out and you really thought... I would say that those are actually technically the 200 and 300 ghosts of the game. Van Gogh doesn't count. Van Gogh has a 300 boo, though. Yeah, you can't do that forever, which sucks dick. I mean, you probably could, but... I somehow screwed it up. Please go back in the room you were just in. He's not going to. I have no clue where the fuck he went. Like, literally, he could be anywhere. Bowling for ghosts. Fucking move. Alright, no need for ice anymore. Oh yeah, we need water. Water! I said water. Why is it not coming up? Can you move? Yeah, it's not... What the fuck? That's not normal. Like, that's actually not normal, guys. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm pretty sure that water's supposed to spawn from there. But I guess according to the game, that's not the case. No, is it? Looks like we have to go back to twins anyway. So what I'll probably do is go back to twins real quick. I don't think there's a mirror in the tea room, is there? I don't think so. Most likely not. Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. And then there's a mirror in the bathroom. Nah, that's fine. We're already going downstairs as is. I think it'll be quite okay. Unfortunately, there's no water nearby the twins, except for just first floor stuff. So, alright, let's do this. Not sure about any mice. Again, don't think so. And speedy-wise, yes, kind of, but it's really weird. I don't remember if it's blackout only or not. I think there's one on the bed. Okay. It's not blackout only. Gotcha. Cool. This shit does suck, having to do that. And trying to explain to somebody how to do it is also really hard too. Like, you guys saw exactly what I did, so most likely you'd probably be able to figure it out. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But trying to explain in words how to do it is kind of tough. It's like, oh, just spin around the thing. That's what you're supposed to do. And it's like, yeah, I know. It's like, oh, no, I know you know, but, like, you're not... No, you actually have to physically move your body with it. Well, that's what I'm doing with the vacuum. The vacuum's moving around. It's not your body. Oh, shut up, you little bastards. Alright, so, like I said, first technical 200 health. Whichever one you capture first does not matter. It does not count toward your grade. The one you capture second does actually have the pearls inside. It doesn't matter which one you catch first, though, because either way, you'll eventually have to catch both anyway. God damn, he did 20 fucking damage to me. Which makes me wonder, does taking more damage in this game also get rid of more money? Is that actually a fact, Toyd? And twins are gold. Very nice. I'm still missing Biff gold, but that's okay, because that's normal for his ass. This is yet again another mandatory thing. I may be big into feet, but I definitely don't want to smell what Mario's feet smells like. I'm good. Peach, on the other hand, maybe. Daisy, yeah. Daisy got them good, nice, sweaty ones. Rosalina doesn't smell like anything, I'm sure. Technically, nor does Peach, actually, now I think about it. Alright. Yes, I'm a foot connoisseur. I can just kind of guess these things. I have that power. Let's go grab our water, I guess, because I need some, apparently. And actually, while I'm here, health is also good. I thought about doing like a no damage run too, like gold portrait no damage, but that wouldn't be impossible. But if I'm doing the PAL version, that's gonna be really hard. I might just do US gold portrait as a separate category, and I'll just do PAL Hidden Mansion A rank. Gold portrait, god damn. Ah, that would be fucking. It's funny because like Luigi's Mansion is usually seen as like a pretty easy game to most people. Like, it's pretty easy. It's not that hard. Hidden Mansion on PAL, I'm not kidding. It does not fuck around. It does not fuck around. If you guys don't believe me, we have the NSO that does prove it. So if you want to try it out that way, or if you have access to being able to play a PAL copy, or however, in whatever way you do, then, well, there you go. This, I think, is actually optional. As in, this chest is money. But like I keep saying on repeat, this is not optional. For me, it's not optional. I have to do this. My brother brought up today, he's like, you ever thought about doing a wrench-only run for Ratchet and Clank? I'm like, yes, I have, actually. I'm not trying to, like, you know, put him down. I'm just saying, like, yes, I actually have. Not necessarily for Hardcorian, but just for my own sake. I have actually considered it, but the real problem, though, is for Ratchet and Clank 1, Drek would just be a nightmare. Now, one thing you could also consider is that other people have already done a challenge run like that before, but that will not necessarily dissuade me from playing it either, because, like, you know, they may have played it, but that doesn't mean that I can't. Oh my god, either collect the bat or collect something. I don't fucking know. This fire is usually kind of hard to catch because of these little bastards right here. Yep. And I just ate shit, and I have no health to get it back from. I've always wondered what that... No, that's a treasure room. That's what that room is to the right. That's why it's blocked off as its treasure. Let's look for treasure. Let's go home and make craft dinner. The craft dinner thing always got me. It's so stupid. I'm probably going to burn the Shy Guys to make my life just a little less hell. Well, that don't matter. I don't know why I have such a hard time catching them. Oop. Okay, nice. Oh, fuck me, dude. Again, thank God I'm not doing a no damage run, because this would be awful. Look at that, I got him off me at the same time. Already down to 70 health. Holy shit balls. Well, it's just this fucking Shy Guy won't stop. And torpedo bastards don't stop either. They like to molest you. Molestered. Very nice. This room is done. Very nice, Caesar-chan. This room is clear. Yeah, once you get them in like a hold, that's when it becomes easy to do this. But of course he fucks off. I was gonna say if a mouse spawns, I'm going back for it. Okay, there is a room for that, but that's... Yeah. I can't do that. He went to the other fucking side. Which means I gotta go all the way back out. Well, I have to anyway. I'll just take a mirror back downstairs and just go that way. Be easier. Okay, give me the bar. Okay, didn't think so. Ah, my eyeball is itchy. What are we missing? We got the letter, the hat, the shoe. We're missing the glove. Okay. Well, I need to get the projector room, which I don't think is open yet, right? It will be soon. Well, good news is I gotta go back down to the first floor regardless, so... Again, I probably could, in all technicality, I probably could actually... I'm trying to think here. I could just reset the game, maybe get him to spawn back, but, like, why do I want to climb back up here? Also, that was faster than any other speedrunner could do. I'm just that good. I'm just that good at game. And now we have the star. The star man. Okay. Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom! You're shitting yourself! No, not yet. We're going to go there, and we're going to take it back down the stairs. Mouse? Nope. Well, see, I don't know if I'm close enough for the mouse to appear, though. That's the problem. So... These ones sure do. Oh, these ones always do. Oh, look at that. Cash. Alright, out we go. And now I have to go up to the uncle's, or the closet room for this to work. Because that son of a bitch. Or one of these rooms, I don't know. Hopefully this one. Because he definitely teleported over there, I'm sure of it. I'm damn sure of it. So I don't think there's any cheese over here, is there? Aha, see? What do you know? Told you. Okay, well, he's right there. He's right there, officer. Oh, there's two in here, huh? Did I not do this room yet? Or did one just escape into here? That's a possibility. One might have escaped and I didn't pay attention to it. Yikes. Oh, well, what do you know? Now that gets us to 20. We should probably check the closet anyway. Or whatever room that's called. What an interesting name, Van Gore. And it works. I wonder if that was like a translation thing. Or if that just straight up is what they call them. Even in the Japanese version. I don't know. Boop. Okay. So now we're heading to the pool room. Along with the projector room. To go grab the next set of ghosts and booze. And other stuff that's fun. There is a blue ghost in here. I think it's this chair. Now, is there a mouse, though? We'll have to find out, won't we? Cha-ching. I'm not really even sure, though. I feel like there's going to be, but... It's hard to say. Just start that all over. Sucks. I don't think so. If there was one, there'd be one down near the chairs, right? Like, you'd be able to see it. Yeah, be careful with the pool balls, though. Because it takes 3 pool balls to knock them out. But they still do exist around the field. And they still can hit you if you're not careful. Like right now, for example. Well, I did get lucky, though. I took a hint of damage, but that's fine. Because these guys do not do shit to me. It does not affect me whatsoever. Although, to be fair, taking damage on boss ghosts don't matter either, right? Because... I guess at that point, like... Does it really matter? Because I don't get paid out for getting gold portraits, right? Okay. Yeah, no shit, Egad. Well, by this point in time, I guess you could give the guy credit, because it's like, well, maybe somebody hasn't found the treasure room yet. Maybe somebody hasn't gone to the bathroom yet and figured that one out. You know, because there hasn't really been a lot of ghosts that require certain elements to kill, except for maybe, most likely, I'm guessing. Well, what about the one in the kitchen? Didn't he require fire to take him out? Which would obviously mean that, yes, we would probably know about the elemental thing, except maybe not all of it. Maybe somebody might not know about the elemental triangle itself. The triangle. I think that's a possibility. There is health somewhere in this room. Thought so. Good thing the spawns stay about the same for most things in this game. This is the second and last time you have to deal with invisible ghosts, so to speak. Or like, you know, hiding behind you type shit. I quite like both rooms, effectively. I think they're pretty interesting ideas. Ow, you motherfucker. Good news is, Chauncey's room usually has about a big giant 50 health, so on every reset, on every area reset. Or probably just reset game in general, I think. Alright, 2 are going to spawn, I think. Yeah, or a few of them. Yep, 3 of them, actually. So I can be very careful with what they're about to do. Son of a bitch. Sorry. My body's falling apart here. Ah. Yeah, you fucking cocksucker. The good news is most floor 1 boos are about like 50 health, so makes it real nice to do this. Okay. We're in the first floor. We might as well go to Clairvoyant right now. We're gonna have to. Alright, get ready for another 15 minutes of just nothing. Of me, basically me just hitting A the entire time. What's funny is if I really wanted to do this within... I mean, I could do this game in one go, but if I really wanted to do this stream in 2 parts, I actually easily could. We're basically already practically halfway through the game at this point, so... Alrighty. Guess that was the glove. Did this every single time. Why they make you do this, I don't know. But the good news is you can do them all at once. And to be fair, she makes it just a tad bit quicker as you progress. Because by this point, she's kind of, you know, already introduced herself. And I think, like most people, I used to think that those were teeth. Nope, that's just an eyeball. But they still look like buck teeth. Not gonna lie. Oh, I can just say no. I think we got one more after this. Then we catch her, get our key, and head up to 2nd floor, I believe. Or 3rd floor, right? I think it's 3rd floor first. I think I have to go there. Yeah, because I had to do Blue Losses. Okay, Mario's hat. That was still kind of a little funny. Now, because these are portrait ghosts, do they actually exist as ghosts? Or is it just like, oh, they came out of paintings and they have a ghostly vibe? I mean, to be fair, if I was Luigi, I'd probably still be freaked out because they still reasonably act like ghosts. They're still freaky motherfuckers sometimes. Oh, there's our first poison mushroom spawn. So now you guys know for a fact I'm not actually cheating. And instead, the game just does that. Hidden Mansion just makes it so fast and so easy to catch shit that effectively you don't have to worry too much about things happening, or mushrooms. Mushroom stamps. I'm gonna check this room for cheese. Like, I know there's cheese in here because we got it earlier. I'm just saying, like, I want to check and see if, like, cheese disappears on the night day. The light. God damn. I know, you told me like that 5 seconds ago. Why do you gotta say it again? Yeah, cheese does still stay. And I don't think mice reappear, though, in the light. I think they only effectively ever show up in the dark, of course. But then what about the mice and the other little ceiling ghosts? Do they count as part of the... Well, actually, yeah, because Van Gore creates them. They're not really real ghosts. At least the enemy ghosts are not real ghosts. Well, they are, but they're more so, you know, you get it from a painting kind of thing. Real quick, I don't know if... You fucking dicks. That could have hit me. I just heard it. I just heard the mouse spawn, I think. Whatever, it's fine. I don't think going upstairs and downstairs counts as a different area for the game, so I'm not sure that respawns the mouse or not. I'm not sure. By the way, there's a big piece of health over here and a cheese. And I think a speedy ghost in the chair. I think. No? The boxes? Nope. So I guess it's just the cheese. There's also a mirror in here too. In the back. Which is pretty nifty and pretty helpful. We need ice, actually. I'm fucking stupid. Well, hold on. Let's check and make sure if that's the case. It is. Son of a bitch. And fuck you. I gotta go back to the tea room to go pick up ice. That's where the mouse would appear. But yes, we did in fact... I have no idea what's going with that. I do not know. But I know one thing for sure, though, is we're going to fight Bulasa soon. One of the worst, if not the worst, boss in this entire game. With how obnoxious they are. I might use a lot of save states. Do save me a lot of trouble. I didn't hear it. Yeah, you would think by now I'd remember, like, oh yeah, this requires ice to do this. These are Pounders, I think? I don't remember their name. Thumpers? Something like that. I think. The first appearance of these motherfuckers is with water, of all things. The water element, so... Good thing Egad told us about that twice. In terms of who's more worth fighting, it doesn't really matter. Both enemies are worth getting. The good news is, again, there is health in this room, so if you do happen to take any damage here, then you're perfectly okay. And these guys also seem to just drop health anyway. These are called, I think, garbage cans, or just garbage ghosts. Something akin to that. Poof. Wait. I'm not done yet. There's a boo. And also that, by the way. Which reminds me. Since I'm doing this in one run, most likely. I don't see why I wouldn't. We should be okay. But there's this weird little glitch. I forget exactly how it works. There's this really obnoxious glitch that apparently can happen. Where, the last boo you collect will drop a gold diamond. And it's something along the lines like if you save your game on... I don't know how it works. There's like this weird thing. Like if you don't save beforehand... the game... And you come back. Like you save and you quit and you come back. The game will consider the gold diamond gone. Did we flower twice? We're in area 3 right now. So yeah. I can check. I did it. I know I did. Yeah, because I did it when I got to the dog, and then I did it again when I got... I'm going to double save. Actually. Just in case I didn't water the plant beforehand. Which I'm pretty sure I did. I can check, but I'm pretty sure I did. even then, I mean, there's still a chance to get it. It's not like it's a big deal. We should still have plenty of moments for this. Ah, fuck it. I was gonna go get some water, but nah. Fuck it. And before I do the blackout shit... Yeah, but I'm gonna have to do the blackout shit no matter what. It does not matter. I have to do it regardless. By the way, this game will take away your ice for some reason, even though I have it right now. They'll force you to get it back. Probably because they just assume, you know, it's a boss fight. Why not? Here's Big Bubba J. He sits at home and is completely unfunny. Okay, real quick before we get too far. It doesn't matter which one, technically. I need that ice, please. The problem that makes this thing hard to get gold for is because, well, one, it's hard to catch them, two. They also can damage you. Believe it or not. Now, you want to fire your ice shots. If you can get him in one go, though. Which is awesome to see. I've never had that luxury, though. But it is something that is possible. And the further you break him down, the harder he is to catch. Not just in general for him being, you know, big boo form, but the little boos, the regular boos. And yes, thank God these actually count toward your boo count. And each time you freeze a boo and you pick him up again, I thought I got him there for a second. But no, of course not. Every time you freeze a boo and collect them, you do get your ice back. Which is BA to a full. I'm about to say, I don't think I had dinner yet. I forgot that, like, yeah, I technically did. Well, I had lunch, not dinner. I went and got some Subway, because why not? I had a hankering for it. Fucking bullshit. The entire fight fucking sucks. I've never liked Blue Losses. I probably never will. Like, one of the ideas is that... Who cares? One of the ideas here is that, you kind of want to have, like, your back turn and then, like, turn around slightly when they about to hit you. This fight's garbage. It's fucking garbage. It's complete garbage. I could reset the entire fight and then see if I can try to get, like, a good shot. Like a one singular shot on all of them at once. Yeah. Because the idea is you kind of want to aim this, and that's just not possible to really do. It is possible. I got two of them at once. And that's the last guy. All I have to do now is just make sure I somehow get him to get hit. And you don't want to have him off the edge of the map either. Now, usually what I tend to do is just wait for them to kind of like try to attack and then just, you know, have my back turned them. Then, but that's the problem though, because like Luigi takes like 15 years to fucking shoot anything. Dude's over here shooting blanks. I don't know how the fuck speedrunners do it, but they know how to do it. That's the thing, is they know how to speedrun it. So, to them, yeah, that's how you're supposed to dodge boos. At least you can. As I've always kind of assumed that most likely, you know, if you have your back turned while you're shooting ice. But the thing is, like, if you're shooting ice, the boo's just going to run away from you anyway. And you can't really get him to set up the best. I mean, you can. There. That's how I've always kind of just done it in terms of trying to get a boo to catch me. Is just like, I just feel like that just works pretty well for what it's worth. Alright, we got a couple things to do in the blackout. Let's see. There was the first floor spawn I was trying to get to have happen. We're gonna have to do second floor as well because I missed it. Yeah. But do not fret, the mice are not that important. The cheese mice, though, I think are important, but the hallway mice are... The spawn chance mice don't give you enough money to really even matter all that much, so I think it's fine. Also, new blue ghosts will spawn. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look up all the... Ah, my nose. Sorry about that. It's just been stuffy all day. I'll check. I'll look it up. I think I got all, I think I got all gold except for, well, yeah, Biff, and then, yeah. That's Luigi's Mansion 3 and 2. Slinkers, oozers, what the fuck? I just want to know where all the spawns are. Speedy Spirit and drop the item locations. Okay. Area 1 has the enter room. Master bedroom. Area 2 has breaker room. First floor bathroom and the sink. What? Really? I went to the wrong one! Fuck. But it did save, didn't it? Okay, so I think, actually, I guess it still counts. Like, if you go to regular... If you go to regular mansion, it still counts. We're safe. We're safe. We're fine. Actually, hold on. Before we get too far, though, can I do the breaker room right now? I say first floor bathroom sink. I don't recall. Oh, you can do breaker right now. Cool. Just in case. I don't care about losing the blue losses. It's fine. It wasn't these. I hate this place because these little rats. Oh, shit. A rat. I used to think that he was a blackout only. But no, there we go. That actually helps me out a ton. This is just Speedy Spirits, so what about mice? There's 15 total, I guess. Or Speedies. Wait, mice from the same locations? What the fuck? There is no washroom Speedy Spirit unless it's blackout. God damn it. Let's see, hold on. I know I'm wasting time here, but... Okay, so Chauncey's crib has one during blackout. Melody's piano has one in the table before blackout in the breaker room. Which I just got that one, so... Mirror room, which is... What room exactly? Are you kidding me? That one has one too? Jesus criminy. The tea room has one. The bunk bed. I got the bunk bed one. I got the bunk bed. So that one's not blackout only. I think what we're going to do instead is we're going to hunt for blue ghosts. This is going to be very bad, but I will do my best. So wish me luck. And just because right now we're going to just go ahead and put it in sidestep. Does not affect you in lit areas, but it will affect you in other areas. Apparently the 3DS version has different rooms that they spawn in too. That's crazy. Never thought that would actually be the case. We should go water that plant. Actually, yeah, we probably should water the plant first. Okay. I don't want to fuck with it during blackout, because I think that'd be a bad idea. Well, good thing this finally spawns now. Because for some reason earlier it wasn't. I fudged up, but that's okay. I'll check the blackout only rooms. So Chauncey, Melody, things like that. Things of that nature. Get our first big giant gold diamond thingy or whatever the hell it is, and then yeah. Go up to the top and do all that crap. This should be it. It is accomplished. Cha-ching. That's one, and that is huge, by the way. You kind of need that. Can you water the bowl? Does that do anything at all? I was curious. Okay, here we go. This is going to suck balls. Does the kitchen have anything at all in it? Kitchen does. Inside the dishwasher. Did I even get it? No, I think I did get that one, didn't I? Shit, I don't know. The thing with Blackout that sucks balls, though, is you're going to have to fight ghosts all the time. They're going to be nonstop on your ass. And it sucks. I don't know about outside, though. I have no idea if that changes anything or not. Doubt it. Oh, since we have water, we should go to the top of the roof and go water the plants. I'm going to water the first half, and then after we get back around, when we go back up to the roof again for the second time, I'll just bring another pack of water and just go finish the job. So if you're wondering why sidestepping, I don't understand. Like, what's the point? You'll see. I want to keep it kind of a surprise, but you'll see. This is exactly what we're going to be doing for a good bit of time now. It's a fun little speedrun trick for anybody that wonders. I'll explain it as we get there. Yeah, it sucks that Switch version does not have the pressure-sensitive buttons because you can waste technically less water by doing so, but now you got to waste all the water in order to even get the thing to activate, which is why it's more effective just to water 3 plants. Oh yeah, here's your black diamond thing or whatever it's called. It's like a dark red diamond thing. That's also pretty good to have. I'm not sure of any other locations of it at all on top of my head. I want to say there's like maybe one that I know of, so I don't know. Again, sorry about the computer noise, but that's where I'm sitting at, basically. It's right in front of my computer. Alright. Those will be the last ones we get to water, which is good. I got the gold diamond and everything, and alright. Let the blackout begin, I guess. Which, of course, it just happens to happen now, which sucks. Should I take... Let me see. So, again, we got Chauncey, we got Melody. Most things right now are on the first floor that I need. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to check this out. See if there's anything like on the second floor that's worth doing. Because Mirror Room was... first floor, right? Yeah. Somehow... What? In the conservatory, too? Huh. There's the tea room. That's a second floor one. I got the bunk bed. I got the break room. That one's before blackout. Alright, so the idea of sidestepping is it makes it harder for ghosts to spawn. Because if I didn't have my back against the wall, because that's where they would spawn from, usually it's on your back. If I didn't have my back against the wall, they would just spook me, and that would be very bad. So that's why I do sides. So I think a lot of people tend to, or a lot of speedrunners tend to do it that way. But yeah, all we need to do is just go downstairs and to the breaker area soon. What do you think? Chauncey's room first. Don't think there's any ghosts that spawn out here, but hey. I saw the word master bedroom and I thought about the Oni Plays Fat Albert thingy. Where they're like, Master Albert. Master Fat. I think that, technically speaking, like sucking up all the ghosts in a room gets them away for just long enough. Like, you can technically suck them all up in a room. But if you leave the room, I think they'll eventually just come back. Now, do we need these speedy spirits? Probably not, but probably should get them anyway. Look, any extra bit of funds is very good for us right now. And I usually, if I'm ever doing A-rank stuff at all, like if I'm trying to really do an A-rank thing, then I will probably just do it that way. Let's see. So we're going to go back down to first floor. Well, we could take out Uncle Grimly real quick, because we're up here. Why waste time, right? Just go get the key and then fuck off. I don't think there's any speedies in here that I remember that offhand. But, hey, don't hurt to check. Also, if you really like ghost hunting in Luigi's Mansion, this is for you. The blackout sections are definitely for you. I like doing that. I think Luigi's a lot of fun to play, so, you know. Obviously, I would like this type of stuff, but they are technically a lot more annoying to deal with. That's funny. I'm trying to, like, look for things. There's no reason for side stuff if I'm just going to try to look for stuff. Well, I got a thing up here that tells me where they're kind of at, so it should be fine. Alright, Uncle Grimly's really fucking annoying, though. Makes himself kind of hard to catch sometimes, to be honest with you. And now we're free. We got the key. We can go downstairs at any point to the breaker room. Because now that's locked. I don't think there's anything in here. Nope. No other ghost spawns either. Just grab the key. And now we're going to go back to first floor and go check out the rest of those. And find out what the fuck I'm missing. Speedy-wise, of course. Didn't they say there's one in the butler room? Yeah, it says there's on the bucket on the right side, there's apparently one in the butler room. Let's go find out. Actually, real quick. No mouse. Wait, is this a... Wait, hold on. Josh's crib, yeah. Hidden room. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. There was one in the hidden room. Motherfucker. What room am I in right now, actually? I'm curious. I'm in the mirror room. Yeah. Mirror room apparently has one, so... Drawer on the right. Alright. I gotta get rid of Torpedo Ted, though. He fucks everything up. As I just know they're going to. Could just burn him. Just burn him. You know what? Why even bother with sidestep right now if I'm not going to do it? And we're basically almost done. I don't really need it. If I was doing like an 80%, that'd be one thing. But since I'm just trying to beat the game, or trying to get A rank, I think it's probably worthwhile. Just, you know, keeping things normal, I guess. Not like it matters. I mean, you can just kind of move yourself. You liars. Yep, that's fake as shit. Yep. That's certainly fake as fuck. Maybe they meant in here. I don't know. Which might be too late now, because... Well, maybe not. You... Motherfuckers. I hate these guys. I hate them so much. Nope. Don't think there's a speedy in here at all. So let's get the fuck out. Okay, I'm gonna go to the butler room real quick. You know, it's funny because I always just kind of hold the stick to try to get it to face the direction so I get my back turned to the enemies. Which is kind of funny because, like, in reality, I just need to use the vacuum for that. Because it does the same job. Hey, good news. We're going to the butler room and we're going to go to the hidden room as well. Yeah, again, be careful. There might be some in here. Okay, no. Not here, at least. Oh, my fucking lord. Well, good news. I got a couple of them. Other good news. I got hearts. Very nice. I'm going to save state just in case. Just in case, please. Okay, that's also a fucking bullshit lie. But I'm pretty sure the hidden room definitely has to have some. Like, no doubt. I can't wait to actually get jump scared. No, yeah. It could be a 3DS thing, though. Oh, it is. Oh, it fucking is 3DS. No wonder they tell me Twins room twice. Because Hidden Mansion on 3DS changes it. I'm looking at the wrong one. But I'm... Okay, that was awkward. Motherfuckers. It's these motherfucking bats. Yeah, we'll have to go to probably Chauncey's room or something to get more health. Or actually, no, we can go to the hunter's... the hunting room and do it that way. Motherfucker, stop. Ah. So that proves true. Whoa. Shit in my throat. Sorry. Happens. Tonsil stones activating. I've seen your hair. You've got bones in it. Douchebag didn't even give me a fucking chance. Alright. So let's double check with my stuff, my sources here, which is also called the Wikipedia, and figure out which ones have which now. And get those dang mice. While we're here, of course. In terms of, like, which doors make mice appear, I have no clue. I don't know if it matters. I want to say no, because sometimes I come out of Clairvoyant's room and it's just fine. But we also have to go back to Melody. She has one. Shut up. Ah. As proven, it doth not matter which door you come from, but that takes care of floor 1. Shall I take care of floor 2, Master Fat? Master Fat. I find that so funny. I don't know. Yeah, you never really needed sidestep, just vacuum, and you'd be fine. Works about the same way. Probably saves more time just doing it this way, too, because you don't have to go to the menu to do it. Alright. Alright, Busters. Buster Rhymes. Buster Grimes. There is, from what I remember, yeah, I believe that actually is true, that there actually is one in here. Damn it! Look, I'm actually a really good Luigi's Mansion player. Just trust me on this one. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Very nice. Very good. Got the sapphire. Oh, very good. Okay. Didn't they say the tea room too? No, the tea room. Wait, the sealed room. Oh, well, yeah, that's because... Yeah, never mind. We're fine. I think that's it. I think that's it for all the main ghosty goos here. Except for maybe a mouse on floor 2. But I don't know if I really want to risk all of it just to get a fucking mouse. Like, you guys get the picture. You know for a fact that that's where it's at. I don't know what more proof. What more proof do you need than this? Is that God of War 2? Yeah, because I think that's when he's getting his cock sucked. Curtis is like, whoa, this is the head of the gods? This is succulent and divine. Alright, cool. That leads to nowhere. Just kidding. Alright, one of these probably has a boo in it. Or not. He's really hiding himself pretty well, it seems like. Oh, okay. You little bastard. And now it's time for the level 200s. Has it begun already? God damn it. And I fucked it all up, and now he's gone for good. Yeah, we're not getting that one back. By the way, right here is a Speedy Spirit. I know that for a factoid. I know where quite a few of them are at, to be fair, so... Don't be too impressed. But please, do be impressed. Please clap. Can you burn it? I wish. That would have been so nice, though, if you could, but no, you can't. Yeah, every one of these barrels has a pinky puncher guy in it, so... And one of these cabinets, I think the one I'm in front of right now, has a big health. A big gay health. I should make fun of that song. That's mean. Yeah, that's actually kind of... That's bad. Never mind. I was singing Big Red Heart, but then I remembered, oh yeah, the topical issues with that right now. I hope Hachima gets better, though, but we'll see. I know she's on hiatus, I think, right now, currently. Both her and Corona are not going to show up for the concert, I think. I would say Hachima probably needs to do Hindi, but I don't want to talk about any of that. I don't think that's technically the case, though. I don't think that's going to solve the problems. That's why it's not room for me to talk about that type of stuff. I'm not trying to shout, you know, or anything like that. I'm just trying to say that... I don't know. I don't know, man. But I don't want to... I don't know. I think she's on hiatus. I have no idea. What the fuck are we doing down here, then? Where do we go? Oh, rooftop. Duh. Like, what the fuck are we doing down here? And then I remembered, oh, yeah, that's right. No mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the gayest of them all? Ha. You. No need for the mirrors now, because it only goes to floor 1. Motherfucker. Oh, I had health. Oh. I love Luigi's run cycle in this game. Looks pretty cool. Hey, man. GameCube's had charm. GameCube's had spirit. GameCube, in terms of charm-wise, was like the second coming of the 64. God damn, what the fuck's wrong with me? In terms of, like, because I've always, you know, liked the way the 64 games kind of looked and felt. And, well, not all of them, but, you know, there's a good chunk of them I quite like. I don't play Mario 64 nearly as much as I did before, but because I've gotten tired of it. I still would argue that it's still a very good feeling game. And then after playing through Tomb Raider 1 again, I forgot the fucking water. Well, that's okay. We'll probably have to come back up here anyway. And like it matters. Oh. I mean, we're one floor down. I could probably go grab it. It wouldn't take that long to go get. If I remember correctly, I think you can do this stuff now, right? Or do you have to leave the room in order for that to happen? How do you get this shit to work? Or is it only during blackout? I think it's only during blackout, though, to get the telephone thing to happen. Oh, well, too late now. I see him, Mr. Bones. Should be no more speedy spirits. Well, there is Area 4 stuff like cellar and... Wait. But that's bottom floor. Yeah, that's the cellar. Oh, yeah, duh. And the sealed room. Yeah. We're fine. Wait, what about Area 3, though? Twins, billiards, nanas, rec. No, kitchen's 2. Ah! Done. You know what's funny is I'm going from Luigi's Mansion, which is a game that is very... I guess you could say a little bit inspired by Resident Evil. I feel like there's a hint of it. To straight up playing Resident Evil 4 next. And then you could also technically argue that in some way, shape, or form, because, you know, DMC and stuff being Resident Evil, technically speaking, Lollipop Chainsaw right after. It's a hack and slash, reminiscent of, like, games of back then, such as DMC and stuff. I am not looking forward to Let It Die again, though. Fuck that noise. Alright, one of the hardest gold portraits for me to collect. No joke. These guys are assholes. And man, are they fucking brutal. Before we leave the 3rd floor, I'm gonna get all this stupid fucking booze. Actually, you know what? No. No, I will not. I will not get all the stupid fucking booze. Last guy, I think, is what counts. But Hidden Mansion seems to make it a lot more effective in terms of getting a catch. Which is good. Yeah, make sure whatever you do not collect blue. Or whatever color you did not collect yet. Because that would actually fuck it up. Unless you're confident that you can get him right now. I'm just saying that he is, like, whichever one you get last will technically be the last. I usually always end up getting blue last, funny enough. And that's gold. And now I gotta go find a fucking boo in here. God damn it, why can't they make this shit any easier? Well, the good news is, once the bombs or the balls disappear, they don't appear anymore. Stay the fuck still. This is one of the few rooms that does not give you a key. Or a chest, for that matter. Just in general. God damn it. Alright, you know what? I'll try to get them to come back. We're 10 boos left. Isn't that crazy? And only, what, a couple hours in this game so far? Yeah, 2 hours. We got like 10 more boos to catch. Ready for another 4-hour run of this shit? Because boy, oh boy, they're going to give you some trouble. But with that little technique I've got going on, it will be a lot easier to catch them. At least it's supposed to be. And then once I get this asshole, I'll just go ahead and leave. If I get this asshole, because it's kind of hard to do this. Because, see, like, they do that shit. I don't know why. Oh, well, there he is. Good. Yeah, if they go up, then they're just going to come in here. Oh, okay. I was going to say, he's not going to get away, is he? The good news is, since we're going back to the sealed room, we're going to have to go back to 1st floor anyway, which means I can go get water. Motherfucker, I said water! 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 Alrighty, here we go. Oh, I got 9 more boos left. Oh boy. Let's dance around the fire and sing Kumbaya, shall we? Welcome. You know what? This is actually probably the best way of doing this. Why waste time sucking them up? Yeah, I could use health, but I could get more health somewhere else. So I just realized the Eskimo guy, as I like to call him, or whatever. He's gonna be a bitch to take down. Also, Bowser might be a bitch. Well, Bowser's always a bitch. But he's my bitch. He's my daddy bitch. Bowser is a daddy. No doubt about it. You cannot argue that. Not only does he actually have a kid that he takes care of, but... Hey, look at him, you know? Like, goddamn. He is one hell of a stud muffin. Especially in, the Mario Galaxy movie, it seems. I forgot what that leads to. I think that's most likely her stupid room. Her dumb room. No, it's that one. Okay, it's Jarhead shit. Alright. Ah, my fucking leg's so itchy. Oh, the stream was on. I didn't realize it was on. Sorry about that. Hello. So apparently, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is confirmed. There is a blue ghost in here. Where at exactly? I don't know. I think I found one. I have an idea where he's at. But I think I'm probably wrong. Whoa, that's 2 for 2 so far. They ain't half bags. I think one of these will make everybody else appear. They gotta be very careful. By the way, these grails do have... These chalices do have things on the side of them, so... Yeah. This makes everybody appear. Get knocked around like a fucking whore. I don't know. I was going with that. I did not know that was a thing. I did not know that you get iframes when you initiate a suck. Huh. Well, now I know. I think we're back. That scared the living shit out of me, though. It popped up out of nowhere. It scared the shit out of me. Every time I stream, it does that. Every time, without fail. Well, actually, no. Not when I was doing, Bioshock Infinite. It was fine there. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't think there's a mouse in here. I will smash this mouse in my house with a hammer. Don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. If only this fucking ceiling ghost would be easier to catch. I mean, I could just do this. There. Now he's gone forever. And now the room's mine. That might even be the last blue ghost, too. We pretty much got everything except for all the booze. And this is mandatory. I thought this was an optional room for a second. Don't know why I did. We need that key. This one, I think, does lead into... What's her nuts room? Yeah, it does. So second floor time it is. Hope you guys are ready. Because we're going back. We got slightly hungry again. God damn it. I think we're done in here. I didn't... we probably are. Who knows? We're going to need water anyway, actually, now that I think about it. Because you need her to... You need to wet the bed in order for her to be like, oh, I hate it. I hate it. And you get water here anyway, and I think we need ice to fight the first wave of guys, or is it fire? I think it's fire, actually. Well, you get both fire and water in that room, I think. So, I would wager a guess and say we're probably fine. Besides, you need fire to light up the candles anyway. Oh, it wasn't. Okay. God, that would have been so nice if I caught all of them at once. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck you guys. There. Makes my life just a little bit easier, don't it? Yeah, but then he appears, and now he's made out of... Oh, okay, he's that. It's cool that they do change color, though. They're not just the orange ghost anymore. Now they're like a bluish type thing to it. It's really nice. Mario. Is he underneath the fucking thing? Yep. Of course he was. Little dick. And now you're gonna make me catch a fire thing. Damn it. Now I'm gonna chase you down. Mother of fuck. Poof. Alright, cool. Oh, my eyes are so itchy. 42. Very nice. Alright, time for Penelope room. Or whatever her name is. I don't know. Was there a mouse in here? I hope not. Okay, this shit sucks. I hate this fight. I'll hate it. It's because of stupid clown things. That's what makes this even remotely difficult. I don't know why that's in parentheses. Is she just telepathically saying that? Is that kind of the idea? I fudged up. Can we suck these guys up now? Nope. We're stuck. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get her to activate. Okay, very nice. Then, I'm going to get these guys. Suck these fuckers up. Make my life a little less of a hell. And then capture her ass. And then be done. Basically on to the last group of enemies, or last group of ghosts. Can't water these things yet, because like this room's technically not real yet. Until we leave. It's still haunted. There we go, very nice. Honestly, if I was actually Luigi, I would be fucking terrified of everything here. Completely optional, but there you go. Good amounts of money. We need more money. Probably on the bed, right? Yep. That's what they're called, right? A bed? I don't think I've ever heard of one before. What the fuck? I guess the joke was just that bad, huh? I think he just left. It sounded like he cackled for a second there. Usually when a boo cackles, that means that one of them has changed areas. So there's the huge potential chance that either he changed, which I doubt it, or some of the ones upstairs I missed, because there was one upstairs I did fuck up. There's a high chance for that. Cha-ching. Yeah, we've gotten all the blues we can get. All the blue spirits, I mean. What was her name? Susie. Sue P, that's what it was. Okay, well. Time to go back to the third floor now. Which is good because I actually have access to water. So I can get the rest of the plants taken care of. And then we'll head on and fight Jarhead, I guess, and then go downstairs and go fight that shit. And catch boos while we're at it, which is going to be really, really, really irritating to do. We may be 2 hours in, folks, but that does not mean much for progress, I guess. Because, whoo, boy. Well, I'm going to be honest, I think we're making good progress. It's just that I know how this shit's going to go. These 300 health boos are not going to be very fun to catch. And if it gets that bad, like if I just cannot find them, because I'm sure most of them are going to be up here anyway, or at least downstairs, but I cannot find them for the life of me somehow, I'll just reset the save and we'll go from there. Hell, one of them might came back in here, who knows? No. Alright, this part's a little annoying, but luckily the jar guy is not that bad of a fight. It's just this room's kind of a little irritating, though. Which I don't think we can even go into the jar area yet, right? You have to basically activate these guys, get them to slam, and cause them to appear. Cause ghosts to appear, but watch yourself, because that will happen. If you're not careful. It do suck. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get your Rooney. So I'm going quiet. Not much to say. Look, it's in-game Luigi's Mansion. What else can I talk about? It's gonna get pretty annoying dealing with these guys pretty quick. Mainly the booze. Fucking hell, man. Alright there, finally. This is a key. Yeah, I thought so. I was gonna say it should be. Okay, so one of these statues, or one of these armor sets, sorry, should have a boo in them, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Or not. Okay, he just moved. That's great. Unless it was one of them outside, I don't know. Knowing my luck, I bet you there's two in the jar room. Come on, dude, just... Fuck me. Where are you hiding at, you little bitch? I don't want to do this. Okay, that's definitely a new one. And he's trying to get away. Already. Already off to a good start, huh? Oh, great. Yep, he's gone. Well, that clears out this room, I guess. Oh, this was... Yeah, not a key for this room. Got that completely wrong. I could let him go, but you know what? Nah, he's right there. Let's just get his ass. He was right there, but I guess he went into the hallway. Of all things. Fuck. I'm gonna have to mute my mic real quick. Nope. It's gone now. Actually, give me one sec. I will. Okay, there we go. Had to clear my throat because it was getting really annoying. Speaking of really fucking annoying, can you go into the other room, please? You know what the hell with it? Just stay. Just fuck off. I don't care anymore. Just go away. Go away forever. Almost every single one of these jars has something. I did say almost every single one. Not all of them. Just a good portion of them do. Oh, well, there we go. This is pretty damn easy. This is one of the easiest fights of the game, to be honest. Which is funny because it's such a late... What the fuck? I guess he just popped back in to say hello? Or he never left. One of the two. Wasn't there a thing where it's like if you get 5 of them, you're still good? I don't think that's the case. But even then, it's still pretty piss easy. Seven. Yep. The annoying thing is you will be shot on sight with these jars. Which means I'm not going to get my freaking goddamn gold portrait. Yeah, he's an easy catch. It's just like, you really need to watch out for the bases. You got to get rid of them. You really, truly do. First thing first. This, although, is also optional. I may not have gotten good pearls out of it, but at least I get a good enough payout, so it's fine. You guys think I'm going to be able to beat this within 3 hours? I think that's a possibility. I wonder if there's like a... The fuck was that noise? I wonder if there's like maybe possibly like a third boo in here. Well, second or third boo, probably. It was close. It was close. Almost got his ass. Well, of course. It's probably one of these, isn't it? Figures. And yep. I guess I have a good idea where most of them are at. Oh, yeah, I better back off because he's about to hit me. Why do they do that? Like, I entered a new room. He should have done his little laugh thing. Yeah, I wasn't talking about them hiding. I'm talking about, like, him just doing his little laugh. He didn't do it there. That was really weird. See? The annoying part is, too, like, if they're too far away, he's just gonna do that shit. That's why this room is kind of annoying to deal with. These two rooms, I mean. But, at least we got him. We did. We almost had him. We almost had him. I was so close. But yet so far away. Hey. Now I just gotta get all these friends. We should be able to get them in this one cycle. And I'll go check the toy room real quick. I'm pretty sure one of them went through there. Still pretty good. We're doing really well. Actually, I think there's only 3 of the 300s, right? 3 or 4 of them? There's not that many. There can't be. There's like a couple rooms downstairs, like the basement area, that has like a couple of them. And I think a lot, like Van Gogh has one, obviously, but I don't know. Son of a bitch, what the hell? Where is it? Oh, of course. Oh, well, what do you know? There might be 2 of them in here, actually. Or it's another one of those ball trap things. I just never got rid of it, so... Well, let's find out. That's clear. This room is clear. You mute again real quick. Yeah, see, after a while, once it gets really annoying for clearing my throat, I have to mute, because I'm gonna piss you guys off. And I don't want to do that. I really would not like that at all. Okay, so we should have access to... yes. Alright, cool. Which means that we're going to take the shortcut there. Before I leave, I'm going to actually check the ceramics room one last time. To make doubly sure that there's no more booze in here. Okay. I think I got the hidden room one. Most likely. I forgot that thing just reappears. Because why wouldn't it? Alright, off we go. Holy fudge sickles. Alright. We're doing pretty good on booze, because we have at least... Let's see, we have like 2 rooms left to go down there, so that leaves 2 more booze left. Van Gogh's one of them, so... Which basically... Process of elimination means that one of the booze escaped. He escaped to somewhere. Who knows? Could be a top floor boo. Could be a bottom floor one. Probably a bottom one. I'm pretty sure it's bottom floor. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, was there a pad over here that you can step on? Yes, there is. You don't need to do all the dusting, but on the way back, you have to. Actually, no, you don't. Yeah. Well, maybe you do, actually. Now think about it. Also, I think PAL version makes it to where it's required to have 45 booze. But then this version, American version, makes it to where you don't need 45. You need like 40. Because we found that out in our playthrough. Or it could be a hidden mansion thing, you know. It could be. A hidden mansion requirement for just... Yeah, because not all booze are... I mean, all booze are... Sorry. 5 of these booze are usually optional. Or 10 of them. 5 to 10 of these motherfuckers are optional. Ah. Well, I might get lucky. He might come back in this one. It's hard to make them do that, but like if you suck to a certain extent and you let go at the right time, you can kind of, sort of, make them change trajectory to where you want them to go. Yes, you can sort of manipulate boos. At least that's the thought process I have. It always looks like I'm able to do that. It's like I'll suck him up a little bit, and then see how he's turning to the right, I let go, and he turns to the left. So that's kind of my way of dealing with that shit. And there we go. Very nice. Which leaves... That was probably the boo for this room, which most likely means that one of them is the one from earlier that got away. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's find out. Sure is. Booby hatch. Haha. Okay, there's fucking something scraping something somewhere, and it's pissing me off. It could be that shitty bastard plant things I have outside in front of my window. It could be a bug. It could be a rat. Oh, shit. A rat. It might be. I don't know. I have no clue. Whatever it is, it's really irritating. Key time. All the way back up fucking stairs. Because this game hates you. And it... Oh, actually, no, it's not. Okay, cool. Now time for one of the hardest fights in the game, in my opinion. Actually, possibly the hardest fight. Blue Lost is only hard because there's a lot of them. He's really annoying. This one's, like, just actively hard, I'd say. The constant spawning of the icicles, like them respawning all the time, is just really irritating. And the icy floor just does not help it none either, so... Yeah, something's scraping and something's making a noise. It could be some animal outside. I don't know. Could be. Something trying to get my fucking trash can again, because I got some raccoons that have been doing that. Because that's what they do. Well, there we go. We got this ass wipe. Or it could be my computer making that noise. It might be, actually. I'm not going to do the funny thing of sliding. I got so tired of seeing it. Alright, let's try to get the booze. It could be anywhere. Probably in here. I just hope that we don't have to fight him, like, constantly in this room, though. Because I'd rather leave. Yeah. I'd rather leave this room as fast as I possibly can. What's funny is, like, the more I talk about the scraping noise, now I can just fucking hear it all the time now. There it is again. Oh my god, you dick. Yeah, I think I know what the scraping noise is. I think it's like this fucking little weed I have growing out in the front yard that is like right next to my window. I have to cut it out. I have to cut it out. Still. God damn it. It's not my charger cord doing it. We have one more boo. And the last boo is actually pretty obvious where it's located. It's Van Gore's. We're also doing pretty good on time. I might be able to beat this in 3 hours. Which I think when me and my friend were doing our playthrough, we did this about 4, I think. Give or take. Also, yes, these do respawn, which is nice. And, what else do I have to say? I don't know. I don't know. Am I going to start Resident Evil 4 tonight? No. Probably not. Not tonight. Not tonight. Tomorrow, probably. There's a potential chance I might. Alright, now, going back upstairs. Yeah, it all really depends on things. God damn, I gotta clear my throat again. Hang on. There we go. It's like one... Every time, it's like one little thing. One little... just piece of mucus hanging on by a thread. And it's like, you bastard. I hate this weather, man. I hate it. It's constantly giving me the sniffles, and then I get mucus in my throat, and I have to clear my throat, and I sound like an idiot. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to make that gross noise. Okay. Onward to Gore's place. Right here. So I'm probably going to save state it before the boo. Just in the complete off chance that somehow that actually fucks something up. I don't know. I doubt it will. Take out the fucking charger. It's pissing me off. Keeps banging against my desk. It's annoying me. I probably have enough charge. I got a Pro controller. These things usually last for quite a while. Alright. Yeah, you can get all three in one go if you're really quick. And really good. Actually, I think that is just my computer making that noise. Good thing I still have the fire left. So if things get bad, oh, you gotta be shitting me. Also, I did not save the game yet. Well, actually, no, I think I did, right, with the boo. Does that give me health? Never mind. It does. That does give me health. But too bad this is real time, so guess what that means? I ain't getting it. It means I'm going to have to suck up, like, yeah, 2 or 3 of these bastards. Just in case. I'm not risking a death here, just because. That's silly. It would be nice if these assholes grouped up together more often. They make themselves really hard to do that with. At least they laugh after. Kramer and the Laugh Factory over here. Ugh, you bastard. The worst part is I gotta deal with torpedoes next. And if we know anything about torpedoes, they're really annoying. Really obnoxious. Oh, fuck me. Well, there goes that. Well, hey, look at that. Never mind. Yeah, I still don't really understand the stun fully sometimes. Even after playing this game for years. Like, I know it's kind of like a shotgun where if you're technically closer, it works really well. Okay, that's my computer making that noise, that scraping noise. I gotta fix that. But I don't have a can of air anymore. Which sucks. I mean, I could just dust out the top. That's probably what's coming from. It's coming from somewhere. Well, it's my computer, I know that now, but it definitely sounded like it was coming from there. Alright, one less piece of trash to deal with. And perfecto. Very nice. I wonder how many people are probably waiting for Luigi's Mansion to pop up. That know about my hardcore and stuff. They're like, oh my god, I cannot wait. Because this is still one of my favorites just to do. You know? So it's like, I think it makes sense for people to be excited about it. It's one of the ones that I actually like look forward to doing. And now I'm doing it. Okay, we're back to full health, which is good. Good for Bowser, of course. And not only that, but grab this ass wipe, grab that last boo, and then we're done. We go fight Bowser, and that's game. I don't know when I'll probably end like the video in question. I don't know specifically when. Don't ask me why there's a fourth slave. Slave? Whoa! Don't ask me why there's a save slot 4 down there. I don't know why I do that. It's just a bad habit I picked up a long time ago. What sucks is now this area will not be fulfilled until Bowser's basically gone, which is bizarre. I mean, it makes sense because he's the area ghost. The area boss, sure, but it makes it hard just to finish up the last few boos on the top floor because of it. There we go. If you want to change directions, just start sucking a little bit and then he'll most likely change. That's how I do it. And the good news is, there's at least if I stay up here, if I do stay up here, we're safe. Like, if the boost stays up here, I mean, we're safe because I have a mirror in the hunter room. Yeah, don't forget to pick up the diamond itself. Trust me, you're gonna goddamn need that. This is gonna come in massively handy. Like, holy moly, is it gonna come in handy. Yeah, little bastards can still appear, so be careful. Even though we're basically done with the entire area. That's just how it is. Alright, back to the bottom floor now. The pure bottom floor. No reason to save the game. Already saved it. And then I'm going to create a save state once I get downstairs. I'll probably like save state on a second save. Make a second, technically a third one at this point. Third save state. To deal with Bowser shit. Look, I'm not wasting time here, okay? I don't want to. I don't want to waste any more time than I have to. Let's get on with this. Let's finish this bitch. Oh, and don't forget to grab the money in the Bowser area. That's very important. I think every time I play this game I get a little bit faster, but it's one of those things where if I... Because I don't remember exactly which keys go to where every single time. I have a good guesstimate, but I do end up kind of sometimes just forgetting. So these are also super important. I think you could miss probably a couple of them and be fine. These are usually just gold bars, so nothing extreme. And just in case, I guess I'll just save down there. Because I do have the gold diamond thingy, and I also have the everything else. Can you fucking grab that or not? Okay, can't grab those. Alright, well. And so it finally begins, King Boo, we're back. It's been a while since I fought you on Hidden Mansion of all things. So it's good to see you again. I don't know if I ever did... I could have sworn I did Hidden Mansion on 3DS. I think I have finished that. Like, I don't see why I wouldn't. By the way, 3DS version is pretty okay because you can refight portrait ghosts. They get gold portraits. But now we have this. We can just save state. Alright, now let a pro handle the Bowser fight. We'll see about that. I know how to fight Bowser, though. That's the thing. Again, this is another case of how do I explain to somebody how to fight Bowser without actually just fighting Bowser? I'm not very good at explaining it. There's a certain range you need to be at pretty much all times. So I'll try to explain it the best I can now that I'm fighting him. Oh yeah, hold on. Because since I'm fighting him, I could probably try my best to showcase what the fuck I'm talking about. When it comes to how to deal with his ass. So he's going to launch fire. It's a horizontal sweep. That's fire again, I guess. Stay within this range, kind of. To sort of get him to hopefully give me... Nope, not that. You avoid that by... Because it's mostly just a vertical shot. You avoid that by running the sides. Let him get slightly close and then activate his breathing shit. There goes that whole thing. I'm not starting over. Unless I die. I don't care about the gold portrait right now. I'm just going to do what I have to. Basically, what you want to do is you just kind of want to stay close to him and see what he does. Always try to dodge up and down, regardless if it's fire or not. So that way, in the off chance something like that won't happen to you. Pretty easy shit, huh? Yeah, it is. The only thing that makes Bowser hard is he does a lot of damage. And his weirdness. But stay within this distance and just, like I said, just dodge up and down in terms of the camera view. That way, if he activates his suck maneuver, you're fine. But getting him to throw balls is Maybe you have to move back for those. So here's how the ball thing works. He'll run up to you, and then he'll get slightly close. Then he'll activate his thing, and that's when you want to wait just a little bit and then toss it. And then while dodging ice, just suck up King Boo. There you go. But be patient, though. Watch out for any potential chance he might randomly put his head on wrong. Yeah, every time, once again, just dodge up and down on the camera view, and you'll be fine. Because you don't know what he's going to do. He might do fire. He might do suckage. It could be a number of things. Yeah, I think the only way to get him to activate balls is just run back. There's a certain there's a certain distance where you can actually grab the ball while it's still coming toward you. While he's still basically throwing it. You can't be too close. But you can't, like, if you're at a certain distance, you can't actually grab it mid-roll. So we're going to switch around here real quick because he activates his trap card, which is put his head on wrong and fuck up everything and make a poison mushroom spawn, which sucks. He should be able to have health. Okay, so I think, yeah. I think I might have forgotten this, but if he's too far away, he might throw balls at you. That's one way to get that to activate. I don't know why that didn't work. Okay, fuck you, I guess. This is stupid. This is stupid. By the way, he can still burn you even though you just got sucked up. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. I know. It's just as dumb as it sounds. The thing is, like, I don't want to get too far because he might run toward me. That's what I'm kind of afraid of. But yeah, you can... See how it's still rolling toward me like that? That's a good time to grab it. There we go. Just in case, just make my life just less hell. Yes, it's technically cheating, but who cares? We're doing this for fun. And the closer you are to King Boo, the faster you'll suck him up. And that's game. Let's see if we got the A rank. Because I forgot that we actually have to see our score. We're doing an A rank run, so I have to be careful of that too. Luckily, I don't think gold portraits count toward money. Actually, no, I think they do. Oh, it should be fine. It should not matter. Now we have to watch this scene twice. We have to first watch, of course, we're going to watch a lot of stuff. We're going to watch this cutscene, which won't take too long. Then we're going to watch the portrait scene of us putting the portraits in, and then we're going to watch Mario getting sucked back out. Watch credits, and then see the results. I guarantee it's an A rank. I don't know. There's no way in hell it can't be, right? It's gotta be. Now, real quick, since we're at the end of the game, I'm going to talk about the thing I talk about all the time with these, and we're going to judge whether or not the game deserves its difficulty rating or not. I think I gave it a 1. Yeah, a 1 out of 10 difficulty for Hidden Mansion. This is USA version, though. Keep that in mind. I would say, yeah, I still agree with that. I think this game is hardly even remotely hard on this. A rank does, in fact, make it slightly harder, sure. By how much? Like, not really, right? If you know where all the treasure is at, then you're fine. The worst part is, like, getting all the boos. You know, sure, there are some fights that do kind of suck, like Bowser kind of sucks, but that's, like, the only thing. There's a hint of challenge, but there's not much. Hot damn, we should have enough. We have $127 million. I think we probably got most likely everything. And like I said in my playlist, this game is peak GameCube era, no doubt. I still love it. I don't know what else to say. I still love this game. It's really good. Now to talk about the things that people want to care about. What's next? Resident Evil 4 Professional difficulty. And then after that, Wipe Off Chainsaw very hard. And then we're done for a while. So, But we did it. We finally we finished the 2 hardest games of the entire marathon run. And we got to take a small break with Luigi's Mansion, which is always good, because, I love me some Luigi's Mansion. Those things always look like udders to me. Those things on the right, the electric things. In terms of Luigi's Mansion, like, if I would ever continue it on hardcore, yeah, because I plan on doing Gold Portrait Run and also PAL version, just for the sake of it. So that's like 2. I might do them in Gen 3, which would mean I have to play Luigi's Mansion twice in one single generation, which is not bad. But if I was to ever do these marathons again, then that would be slightly annoying, of course. Yeah, Resident Evil's next. I might start that up tomorrow if things go well. I'm going to go and take a leak. So I will be right back with you guys in just a second. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so just to talk about Hardcore Guides, the channel itself, real quick. Currently, I'm doing Batman Arkham Asylum, well, Return to Arkham version of it. And we're doing a hard mode no upgrade run. Not a no damage run, but just a no upgrade run. And after that, I plan on doing Uncharted 2 Crushing. And then after that, I plan on doing Devil May Cry 4 and possibly even God of War 4. Because currently, right now, Devil May Cry 4 is winning in the polls. I will take down the poll Wednesday. Because I think I started the poll on Wednesday. There's your rank A. So we did it. We did it, boys. We did it. 2 hours and 48 minutes. God hot damn. This is like a Metroid game at this point. I fucking love Luigi's Mansion. It's one of the best games ever made. I do wish that 2 and 3 were a little bit more like it, but 3 was okay, though. 2 was alright as well, but 3 was alright. 3 was pretty above average, I'd say. Like a 7 out of 10. This game, fucking glorious game. Like 9, maybe even, God forbid, a 10 out of 10. It's so good. Yeah, so currently, Batman, right now, Uncharted 2 might be next, most likely next. Devil May Cry 4 seems to be the one, like I said, that's winning, so it probably would be next after that. God of War 4, just because I gave people, a chance for 2 votes, either or. Which one would you rather see, more? And then, might as well do both, to be fair. I might sneak in a Luigi's Mansion in that category. Luigi's Mansion, Hid Mansion, A rank, Gold Portrait Run. So, look out for that. That might happen again. Might do some more Luigi's Mansion in the future. If you're wondering where do you find my Hardcore Guides channel at, you can either type in the name, because it's just spelled how it sounds. You can look in the description of the live stream. I think it's there too. And check my channel page. It should be there at the very bottom where my other channels are located. So, with that being said, that's now Luigi's Mansion. Next up is Resident Evil 4, and that one might take me like maybe 2 streams to do. I could beat the game one day. It's 8 hours, but I can do it in one sitting. But I might do a thing because I'm streaming and I might take a break halfway between. So I'll probably do like 4 hours worth or something like that, and then take a break Depends on how things go. Professional shouldn't be that much harder than I expect, but I don't know. And plus, it's Resident Evil 4. I know what I'm doing, so I should be fine. Anyway, that's it. As always, take care, everybody.